Chapter 16. The Uninvited. As we made our way through the ornately decorated corridors at the Adler Hotel, a thought that had been nagging at the back of my mind finally found its voice. "Terry," I began, the curiosity evident in my tone, "how is it possible that I fell asleep last night? I mean, we're not exactly alive in the traditional sense, are we?" Terry, with a knowing smile that hinted at the myriad secrets he'd come to learn, turned to me, his eyes alight with a blend of amusement and a deeper knowledge. "Ah, you've stumbled upon one of the Adler's charming oddities," he began, his voice rich with a warmth that invited curiosity. "This old place, it dances to its own rhythm, separate from the bustling world of the living and the silent watch of the departed. It's a curious blend, isn't it? A spot where the rules aren't just bent, they're rewritten for our peculiar little community." I frowned, my confusion deepening. "But sleep, that's so human." "Exactly," Terry nodded, leading us towards the plush, expansive lobby. "The Adler isn't just a way station for souls in limbo. It's a space where the echoes of our humanity can still resonate. Sleep, hunger, the joy of a good meal, or the warmth of sunlight on your face. These experiences are part of what makes this place unique." As we stepped into the grandeur of the lobby, Terry gestured expansively. "Take the restaurant and the bar, for example. You'd think we wouldn't need such things here, but they serve more than just a reminder of life. They're not necessities, strictly speaking, but they offer a semblance of normalcy, a touch of the lives we once knew." I mulled over his words, the oddity of the situation settling in. "So, this hotel, it's like a playground for the dead? An experiment in living without life?" "In a manner of speaking, yes," Terry replied, a wry smile playing on his lips. "The Adler Hotel blurs the lines between existence and non-existence. Here, the impossible becomes possible, and the boundaries of reality are merely suggestions." As we stepped into the buzzing atmosphere of the lobby, I couldn't help but feel a mixture of bewilderment and excitement. The Adler Hotel, with its defiance of the ordinary and its embrace of the extraordinary, was beginning to reveal its true nature to me, a place where the past and the present, the tangible and the intangible, intertwined in the most unexpected of ways. Stepping into the Adler Hotel's lobby with Terry, I was immediately enveloped in its unique ambiance, a testament to its inhabitants' vibrant past. The lobby, a gathering space for the hotel's eclectic guests, buzzed with understated energy. Among them, the Major stood out, a figure of another era, his military uniform impeccable, but for the trousers and underwear comically pulled around his ankles. A piece of toilet paper clinging to his thigh as a silent, unwanted reminder of his last living moments. His dignity, somehow intact despite his undignified attire, added a touch of dark humour to the room. In the Adler Hotel's lobby, a diverse array of characters intermingles, each embodying a distinct slice of history. The Major, a dignified figure despite his comedic state of dress, epitomizes the hotel's eclectic gathering. Among the crowd, a woman in flapper attire dazzles with the charisma of the roaring 20s, her presence a vibrant echo of jazz and rebellion. Nearby, an individual clad in armour, reminiscent of historical reenactments, provides a nod to the past chivalric tales without straying into the realm of actual knights, grounding the ensemble in a semblance of realism. Completing the group is a figure straight out of the 60s rock scene, guitar in hand, seemingly ready to bridge the silence with melodies from a bygone era. Each individual, with their unique backstories and appearances, enriches the lobby's narrative tapestry, their collective concern over an emerging threat binding them in a silent pact of vigilance and unity. Their interactions in the lobby under the watchful eye of the Major unfold against the backdrop of shared concern over a looming threat, binding them together in a collective vigilance. The silence in the room deepened as Edward, a soul whose essence was intertwined with the wild landscapes of Pennsylvania, began to recount his observations.
The stories whispered among us, echoing through the trees and over the mountains, hold more truth than we dare admit,
he said, his voice resonating with the solemnity of the ancient forests.
My latest venture into those beloved woods revealed a desecration beyond reckoning. Sacred landmarks, once beacons for our kind, have been defiled, an attempt to erase our history and sever our connection to the earth that binds us.
He paused, the sorrow in his gaze mirroring the loss of the natural world he once guarded.
The spirits I met were scarce, a haunting emptiness where there once thrived a vibrant passage of souls. One evening, beneath a moon that seemed to turn its face away, I stumbled upon them. A band neither fully of our realm nor of the living, hunting with a ferocity that froze the blood in my veins.
Edward leaned in close, his voice a mere whisper, as if the very breeze might carry his words away.
Their pursuit was merciless, not just a hunt, but a torment of the young and uninitiated. The air itself seemed to weep with their fear, a palpable cloud of despair. I could not stand idly by. Drawing upon the wisdom of the wild, the cunning of the predator, and the guile of the prey, I endeavored to lead them astray. It was a gamble, crafting illusions of trails that vanished into mist, leading to safety those young souls caught in their snare. The fleeting gratitude in their eyes was as rare a glimmer of hope in the enveloping gloom as you could hope for.
Edward's voice faltered, exposing a crack in his stoic facade.
Yet the horror of their malevolence, the depth of their spite, it was a stark revelation of the darkness that threatens to consume us. The price of my intervention was not merely the drain of my energy, but the piercing clarity of our peril.
His gaze swept across the gathered spirits, his message a heartfelt summons to solidarity.
Our unity, our wisdom and strength remain our sole bulwark against this encroaching shadow. We must band together, for to do otherwise is to surrender our realm to the darkness, forsaking the luminescence we've strived so valiantly to protect.
Edward's testimony, a mix of personal account and dire warning, left a heavy silence in its wake. The reality of the threat in Pennsylvania was now undeniable, a shadow over our world that could only be dispelled by their united front.